Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and enjoy. AMD Ryzen 9 5,980HS hits 4.8 GHz inside an Asus ROG Flow X13 laptop as Geekbench single-core scores shine against the Ryzen 9 4900H and Intel Core i7-11,65G7. The Asus ROG Flow X13 GV301 laptop in combination with an AMD Ryzen 9 5,980HS CPU has been spotted in a couple of test runs on Geekbench. The Ryzen 9 5,980HS produced strong single-core and multi-core results that hold up well against the Ryzen 9 4900H and Intel Core i7-11,65G7. At one point, the Zen 3 chip was measured reaching 4.789 GHz. Asus's new gaming laptop, the ROG Flow X13, is undoubtedly both a beautiful and crazy beast that seems to be jammed with some of the best components gamers could hope for at the moment. And that's with barely even mentioning the ROG XG Mobile eGPU that can be fitted with up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 GPU. The top-end variant of this mad machine sports an AMD Ryzen 9 5,980HS APU that can offer 8 cores and 16 threads of Zen 3 processing power with clocks that range from 3.3 GHz to 4.8 GHz. The Asus ROG Flow X13 also comes with 32GB LPDDR4X RAM at 4266 MHz and a GeForce GTX 1650 GPU. It's a lot of power in a petite package. That powerful Cezanne Ryzen 5000 processor has been showing some of its potential on Geekbench, with Tom Opisock noticing 2 recent runs. The scores were similar in the benchmark tests. 1,532 and 1,541 points single-core and 8,219 and 8,224 points in the multi-core test. These results are much more positive than those recorded recently by the Asus ROG Flow X13 with the Ryzen 9 5,900HS and should have gamers champing at the bit for the opportunity to take one for a test drive. Not only did the Ryzen 9 5,980HS, which relies on a 35-watt DDP by default, reach a frequency of almost 4.8 GHz, it also hammered the Ryzen 9 4900H in the single-core test and even kept up with the Tiger Lake i7-11,65G7 in the same benchmark. Taking the slightly higher results of the Ryzen 9 5,980HS left at 25.28% beyond the Ryzen 9 4900H in the single-core test and 6.55% behind the Renoir chip in the multi-core benchmark. However, the latter part was in a beefy Lenovo Legion 5P laptop and the Ryzen 4000 APU has a higher default DDP of 45 watt, so those single-core gains by the Ryzen 5000 chip look incredible. While the 4-core i7-11,65G7 will always lose against an 8-core Zen 3 part in the multi-core discipline, the Intel chip only had 0.80% advantage in regard to the median single-core score taken from our various tests. Liquid metal compound cooling, among other things, seems to be helping the Asus ROG Flow X13 GV301 get the best out of its Ryzen 9 5,980HS. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned.